Good morning, race fans, and welcome to the Elite Racing Network's broadcast of the Sim Racing Expo in the Schaumburg, Chicago Convention Center. My name's David Westergreen. I'm joined by Zach Evans, my partner, and it's a pleasure to be here, man.
This is super exciting, being here, hanging out with these guys that we're used to watching in the Elite Racing League virtually every Wednesday night in our Cup Series as well as our other leagues. But getting to meet everybody in person, getting to finally work with you in person, and looking forward to some exciting super speedway racing here from the Sim Racing Expo this morning. Well, you would know a lot better than I do. You're the super speedway merchant between us, but here we look at Alex Larson on his qualifying lap here. And like you mentioned, you're going to see a lot of guys go high on that opening lap and try to build up that speed before they get down to the yellow line for their timed laps. And
yeah, Johnny is really strong at these. I'm looking at some of our other typical stock car competitors as well. We've got Ray Bracey in this field, painter extraordinaire, but also a pretty good super speedway merchant in his own right. And then you've got the 2024 B Elite Racing Day champion of the Cup Series, Justin Wadsworth, running in this race as well.
That's about it for qualifying. As you look live here, you can see the pictures here in the Renaissance here in the Schaumburg area at our competitors in these beautifully prepared sim rigs we have here. Obviously, just a lot of people involved to making this first-time event as cool as it is. And if you happen to be in the area, I cannot recommend, if you're watching on Twitch with us, and you can make it out here either today or tomorrow. I'm gonna throw a wrinkle at you. I'm noticing as I look here on iRacing, we may have committed an
We may have inverted the field.
So that whole starting lineup we just did, reverse it.
Flip it in backwards. Yep. Sorry, Ryan Kelly. And Ryan Huckleberry, they'll be starting out back, it appears.
I need all the help I can get as part of the problem, right? So
these guys will be getting the white flag 15 minutes from now, and we'll see who comes out a winner. The pace car is off. Eric Kaplinger is the pole sitter, and he is on the loud pedal. We are racing from the Sim Racing Expo here in Schaumburg, Illinois.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, especially with some of the unfamiliar names to us. There's been a lot of cooperation between the different leagues taking part in events here this weekend, and some of these guys are not elite regulars, but joining us for this event. And you know how important friends are in these super speedway races, so we're going to see who makes friendly real quick to work together here at the virtual Daytona International Speedway.
Looks like we're 3 wide mid-pack. Ray Bracey going 3 down the middle. He's going to be locked in behind Johnny Thomas. They're shoving the Matt Wagner car to the outside lane. They are 3 wide here, and Brian Bauman's looking in the middle. He's going to slide. Klaus Kreutzer up the racetrack.
Boy, just did get the nose in there, and then Matt Williamson had thoughts of cutting him off, but couldn't quite get up there, so he'll stay third in line on that inside lane.
And I believe that's Matt Williamson kind of tucked up the outside lane, unable to kind of do anything here. And once they get stacked up like this, it becomes really difficult to make a move. Oh, big swing by, that's actually Kreutzer.
Yep.
In the bright green car, and he's going to have to back up. That's going to remove the help from the Lafflinger machine. And
9.5 minutes left here, about a third of the way through this race. And
almost an incident there. Ray Bracey got kind of pinched into the wall by Ryan Huckleberry. Huckleberry now 3 wide alongside Kreutzer, and he will fall back as well. Bracey did all that work to move up in track position, did not get it and did not keep it.
Now in the backstretch, you still see Eric Kaplinger leading the way. A little bit of contact there. Wadsworth on the apron. Can he get it back on track without causing any further issues? He will. Now can he get up to speed and hang on to this draft?
I think that's not enough of a checkup to kind of slow these guys down fully, but a great save by that former Elite Cup Series champion. Now Ryan Huckleberry almost spun out there on the front straightaway. These guys getting a little more racy as that time starts to tick down. The way things go at iRacing, right? The shorter distance around allows for those cars from the bottom to pull forward on the corners, and then on the straightaways, it's the outside line that surges forward back, and you kind of end up with a stalemate as Kreutzer and Blauman make a little bit of contact. Blauman bounces off the outside wall, but he keeps it straight and keeps it going. 7 minutes in, Zach, we haven't had kind of a major incident. I'm pretty surprised by that.
Eric Kaplinger has been able to hold on to that top spot, like you mentioned, inside of the track leading to the inside lane.
Oh, into the longest, Ryan Huckleberry. Oh, that might be the first car to kind of fall out of this pack. Ryan Huckleberry has hit the wall pretty hard, and he's going to lose that draft and has a little bit of right front damage.
As now it'll be 4 minutes and 20 seconds or so as we cross the line, this time 3 wide in that battle for the 4th spot.
Alex Larson jumps out to the outside again. Johnny Thomas and Christopher are a little bit worse for it, and Eric Kaplinger continues to surge forward.
Somebody blew up.
Oh, Larson's around. Big wreck.
Oh, man.
They're going to wad up Kelly, Kreutzer, Williamson, Wagner, I believe, in the yellow car as well. And Alex Larson in the rainbow car. That will allow Johnny Thomas to take the lead in these new sim rigs, and it's easy to just accidentally blow your motor, and unfortunately that's what happened for Tommy Cook.
Yeah, I'm sure he was thinking exactly what we were talking about, trying to get that push. Probably overheated, as you see the replay here, and you can see the telltale smoke from behind that purple car of Tommy Cook, and then naturally that just stacks up the whole field and leads to the chain reaction we saw.
Yep. Oh, Johnny Thomas, bad bump there from Kaplinger. Thomas now on the apron, Bracy a little bit sideways. They're going to be 3 wide, re-entering the field. Bracy up into the wall, Kaplinger into the wall, and into Bracy. They save it. Johnny Thomas loses 1 position after getting shoved out of the way. That will cost Kaplinger and Bracy the draft here, but that might not be the worst thing for those guys. Justin Wadsworth significantly closer to Stouffer. That's going to create a pretty big run down the back straightaway for the outside lane. And with Matt Williamson and Eric Kaplinger in that tow, Chris Stouffer is going to take the lead here entering turn 3, I think, pretty easily. Justin Wadsworth might even be able to slice to the bottom. He will not. It'll be up to Chris Stouffer now to block Johnny Thomas off on the bottom. He moves down in front of Johnny, clears him. That's going to be tough for Chris Stouffer to hold off 2 charging veterans coming to, I believe, 2 laps to go here.
See Stouffer trying to work both lanes. You know, you think about the old days with Dale Jr. trying to work both lanes at Talladega and Daytona, and that's exactly what Chris Stouffer is trying to do here. Final lap, you see it on the ticker on the left-hand side there. So this is the race to the checkered flag here to end the first race. Chris Stouffer out front. Can he hold off Johnny Thomas and Justin Wadsworth?
Yeah, tough spot for Chris Stouffer here. Now Johnny Thomas kind of locked to the bottom. It's going to be Justin Wadsworth working the outside lane. A big push from Kieran Lifflander. Wadsworth to the lead. Down the back straightaway they come. Wadsworth will clear the bottom, and he'll move down in front of Chris Stouffer.
Oh.
Contact between the second 2 cars, but it'll allow Stouffer the bottom underneath Wadsworth. Wadsworth and Stouffer side by side off turn 4. Wadsworth trying to pinch down Chris Stouffer. Johnny Thomas looking for any way through. Contact. 3 wide for the lead at the line. They will have a photo finish. It'll be Chris Stouffer winning it over Justin Wadsworth and Johnny Thomas and Kieran Lifflander. What a fantastic finish at the line. Those guys did a wonderful job. Take a look at those results. It'll be Stouffer, Justin Wadsworth, Kieran Lifflander, Johnny Thomas, and Eric Kaplinger, the top 5.
All right, quick word here with our winner of the first race, Chris Stouffer. I mean, what an exciting finish. What did it take for you to put yourself in position there at the end of this first race?
It was really a lot of luck, to be honest with you. You just had to pick the right lane at the right time and try to keep the cars behind me.
Now you get ready for the long race here. Have to start at the rear, of course, with the invert, but still pretty cool to be able to win in front of this crowd. How excited are you for this second race?
Oh, I'm extremely excited. I'm privileged to be here. You know, it's a big event, and hopefully we'll put on a good show for you.
Hopefully you could hear the Chris Stouffer interview. Unfortunately, I think it was a little tough coming through on our end, but the crowd here definitely got to hear it. And
I just gotta say it. How cool is this?
Yeah,
I know that's not exactly an elaborate or philosophical statement, but for us to normally sitting in our living rooms wearing sweatpants on Wednesday nights when we're calling the Elite Cup Series, to be able to do this in person, talk to these guys face to face.
an absolutely excellent show here for us to start it off. I'm hoping for a show of equal proportion this time, and we'll see if some of these guys can, keep it together. You know, I would say maybe keep the engine inside the car for this second half. That I think there was a real possibility that we wouldn't even get one good race. We would wad up 10 or so cars and have a 2 or 3 car battle for the win where nobody could do anything. So.
Right. And I think that was the concern, weighing when we were setting this up. You have the cautions, but then you lose the time. Because we're trying to be respectful, of course, of the other competitions during the day. We are on a pretty strict time schedule here. And So then you don't want to have a bunch of caution laps, but you want to be able to get racing again. So how do you do that? And fortunately for the first race, I'd say it worked out really well.
Yeah, I think these guys did a wonderful job, and we'll go ahead and jump to the lineup, the starting lineup for this second race as these drivers grid up and get ready to go. Obviously, those guys in the back are would have to be considered your favorites, but again, this is Daytona. Anything can happen. We could really see a whole lot of various factors, but you kind of saw that bottom line was dominant up until the very end of the race. Once you saw that more cars were up on that outside line and those guys were able to generate a little bit more run, get a little bit more aggressive, and as they get more comfortable, I think those runs and aggression levels will continue to rise, and that's when we'll see, I think, some of the bigger moves in this race. But for now, I'm hoping these guys kind of take it easy at the start and get comfortable again, and then we'll see what happens over this course of this next 30 minutes. It should be a full run. I mean, these guys are going to have quite a bit of time to make their way through the field. There's kind of less urgency, I think, in this one than we saw in that first race.
Certainly more time to work your way forward if you are one of those guys starting in the back. We may see a little bit more patience to start this 30-minute race, but we'll see. It could be... I imagine it'll be a very different race than what we saw the first time around, and we're getting ready to get this thing underway, David.
Yep, Klaus Kreutzer, Matt Wagner on that front row. They will lead us down. We'll see if these guys can keep it green for 30 minutes around here at Daytona. Pace car is off for this elite racing exhibition, and we are green. Matt Wagner waits and gets on the loud pedal first. He and Tommy Cook will blow Klaus Kreutzer's doors off and head to the race lead.
I think if you could just fill that gap there between the green car of Ray Bracey and the silver car there of Matt Williamson, whether it be somebody jumping up or him being able to draft up, that will help get some momentum on that second lane. But right now, the numbers game just not in their favor to start race 2 here.
He's got to make sure he cools that motor and does not expire the motor on this this bright green 7 car. You can't miss. Think about Justin Wadsworth, right, who's a former champion in our series. He waited until the very end. He made his move. Ultimately, it was not enough, but he still finished second in the race.
I don't win a lot of my chess matches, period, David. I'm not a very smart person. And maybe that's why I struggle at times with this super speedway racing, because you do hear it described that way a lot. I guess you could describe this as the calm before the storm, right? A lot of guys, like you say, feeling it out, trying to figure out what moves you can make, but not trying to get too aggressive. You don't want to, especially we've still got 20 minutes left in this race, you don't want to throw it away here, like we saw in the first race here today at the Sim Gaming Expo. As you see us live here from Schaumburg, Illinois. David Westgreen, Zach Evans coming to you representing the Elite Racing Network as part of this Elite Racing League exhibition at the virtual Daytona International Speedway. Happy to join you on this Saturday morning from the Chicagoland area as we continue onward, seeing the outside lane into line 2.
Yeah, we got a 3-wide move here. It is going to be Justin Wadsworth going underneath Matt Williamson. Johnny Thomas trying to follow along. And Zach, I'll tell you, I've mentioned it a lot. These two guys, Johnny Thomas and Justin Wadsworth, know how to get it done. And when you see those guys flip the switch, you're going to see them make some moves just like that. Williamson had lagged back off the back bumper of Ray Bracey quite a bit. Now Justin Wadsworth has decided it's time to go. As here comes Bracey to the inside of Ryan Huckleberry. He's, I'm sure, cooking that engine, and so Ray Bracey fires to the middle. He's going to try to challenge for the lead. He's got a big push from Justin Wadsworth, and Brian Huckleberry might want to jump down and find a spot in line right here before he gets sent to the back. Obviously, Johnny Thomas not pushing, not aggressive right now. He lets that Brian Huckleberry machine in line, but Huckleberry jumps back to the inside on Justin Wadsworth and finds his way through. 3-wide aggression from Ryan Huckleberry as he pushes Ray Bracey back towards the race lead. Right. And Ryan Huckleberry, I mean, I mentioned the experience, but that's not a negative right now, right? They're crashing. Trouble. Big trouble. Ryan Blauman is on the grass. I believe that's Klaus Kreutzer who's sliding up the track. We got one upside down.
He's out of the ballpark.
I think that's
out of here.
Here at Liftlander is out of the ballpark. Wow. Johnny Thomas has lost the draft. David Huckleberry has lost the draft. Here's the replay. Johnny slides down and gets a piece of Kieran Liftlander, and Kieran's going to catch the inside ramp right there and flip this car over and go tumbling up the bank. That's a sim racing wreck right there. That's exactly what we love iRacing for.
That one of my favorite racing things. You know this, David. If you can't win, be spectacular. That was spectacular.
Now Ray Bracey sideways on the back straightaway, and Ryan Huckleberry has been one of the most aggressive cars in this field. But as I say that, here comes Justin Wadsworth to his inside. And Wadsworth finding that middle groove. Very fast car, and look who's starting to join the party. It's last race winner Chris Stouffer in that black car, second on the outside lane behind the blue car of Justin Wadsworth. Trying to take the race lead over with the yellow car to the outside of the blue car. Now Ray Bracey in that bright green car shoves Justin Wadsworth down the back straightaway, and you've got Chris Stouffer shoving Matt Wagner, and this looks a little more like what I typically see at Daytona when I'm running on the sim. These guys are starting to get really comfortable with these sim rigs and are starting to really push and use that bump draft to great effect.
You can see both the view from here in the Sim Racing Expo, looking over Matt Wagner's right shoulder as he is part of this battle. And you can see, as well as the presentation screen of our broadcast for the fans in attendance here at the Sim Gaming Expo in Chicago.
Coming up on a lapped car, that will be Klaus Kreutzer, who in the light green car, who gets a little piece of the wall as they cut by. Our race leaders wind up swinging by Kreutzer. Justin Wadsworth continues to lead the way. You've got Ray Bracey giving him a shove, but Wadsworth will now try to cover that outside line led by Ryan Huckleberry, but Ryan Huckleberry not interested in following behind Justin Wadsworth, and Wadsworth's going to lose the race lead in a lot more spots. Huckleberry to the outside, Bracey to the inside. Ryan Kelly pushes Bracey through on the bottom. Wadsworth able to hold back Huckleberry. Chris Stouffer will join him in the middle. Matt Wagner and Huckleberry are shoved away to the outside lane. They will be 3 wide behind Ray Bracey. We affectionately have him nicknamed as Bojo. That's one of his nicknames. I might call him Bojo from time to time, but that will be Ray Bracey, the race leader right now in the bright green car.
Yeah, you'll see him on the screen here shortly as we look from above on the Whiplash Sim Cam. There he is, and you'll see how quickly the difference is between the draft and being on your own, how quickly this pack will close up on him, and it looks like he's going to actually take to the outside and let these guys drop by. Ryan Huckleberry almost peeked out there, but didn't realize the situation and got back in line.
I don't believe these guys are going to have any fuel concerns, but there's contact between Huckleberry and Kreutzer. And Huckleberry's excellent run will come to an end. He put on a show for us in this one.
And that's what you want from this event, right? You know, here in Chicago, as we look at the replay with Kreutzer and Ryan Huckleberry coming together just shy of the start-finish line.
To get up into the outside lane after getting shuffled back by Stouffer moving down. He's going to require a good push from Matt Wagner, though. Stouffer looking to the outside. That might open the door for Ray Bracey. Bracey tucks the nose in. Stouffer with a little bit of contact, and Chris Stouffer's down to the apron.
And now what happens here? The field has gone by, so Stouffer's got to get back on the banking safe-ish. Nobody else has got to get collected, but certainly he has lost that lead. Draft tough break for the winner of our first race. And now we see, as the battle continues on with our leaders, Justin Wadsworth leading the way. That lead pack's down to 5. Maybe Ray Bracey and Eric Kaplinger can get sucked back up to that lead pack. Not sure. They're probably going to have to single out and work together to make that happen. Otherwise, it's going to be these 5 guys. Nope, here they are. They're going to get there.
Yep.
To help. The
Matt
silver
Williamson.
car there.
Matt
Williamson.
Yep, Ray Bracey's in this pack for sure. Obviously took the inside lane there, saw an opening, tried to make a run for it. Now Bracey jumps to the outside lane. He's going to go for it here to the outside of the Matt Wagner machine in Lifelander machine as well. Here comes Bracey working that top lane.
We're setting up for another exciting finish here with our Elite Racing League exhibition here at the Sim Gaming Expo. Justin Wadsworth leading the way, already seeing working both of those lanes, and now it's got to be Matt Wagner getting the push.
Matt Wagner jumps to the outside of Justin Wadsworth, fires it through into turn 3. Ryan Kelly's going to bump draft him, and they're going to both move down in front of Justin Wadsworth. That balls Wadsworth back to 3rd alongside Ray Bracey. Wadsworth's going to have to find his way back to the front. He clears Bracey off turn 4, jumps to the outside and jumps in front of that bright green car, and he and Bracey going to start to work together. That's a pretty formidable tandem working the top. At the line, Matt Wagner leads the lap, but it'll be Wadsworth and Bracey with the momentum into turn 1. It's Matt Williamson with the bump drafted Ray Bracey. That's going to pull Bracey even with Justin Wadsworth down the back straightaway.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big push there from Matt Williamson in that silver car. Oh, Wagner blew up.
Matt Wagner blows up. It's going to cost Eric Kaplinger a chance at this win. Matt Wagner, though, is able to get it off the racing surface, but with just 2 minutes left in this race, Wagner unable to control the temps for just that long. And that slow up on the inside line allows Ray Bracey to take the lead here with just a couple of laps to go. Yeah, Ryan Kelly's going to have a chance to jump in front of Ray Bracey right here and go try to take this win for himself. They could be coming down to the finish. They could be coming down to the white flag. We're not entirely sure which. Looks like they're going to get the white flag this time, I believe. So it'll be one more time around for Justin Wadsworth and Ryan Kelly. Larson into Bracey. Bracey's all alone in the top lane. No one helping him out. White flag. He needs somebody to jump in front. Won't get it done. Bracey back to 5th. He's going to need some chaos in front. Justin Wadsworth controlling this race from the lead.
Larson looking.
Oh, contact with Kelly.
Contact with Kelly.
Hey, got all four,
buddy.
Justin Wadsworth is going to win this race. Contact between Larson and Kelly is going to wad the field up. It'll be Wadsworth and then Bracey. Larson will likely finish 3rd unless Johnny Thomas or Eric Kaplinger can kind of run forward here and pick up a spot. But how nice for Justin Wadsworth to clear around. He was the only car not involved in a wreck in this one, and it'll be Justin Wadsworth off turn 4 to win the Sim Racing Expo Elite Racing League exhibition race at Daytona. What a finish as Wadsworth finishes this thing off with a drift and a spin and a crash to win this thing. Ray Bracey will come home in 2nd. It looks like Kaplinger did pass everybody to finish 3rd, and here's the congratulatory smash from Ray Bracey.
Justin Wadsworth taking a quick sip, well earned after this hard-fought win here at the Sim Gaming Expo. Taking a quick look at the replay on his machine here to see exactly how he ended up in front of the Carnage here before he steps out of the rig and gives us a chat here. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Man, so congratulations here on the win in our 2nd race here. You were in the right spot there on the final lap, to say the least, Justin.
Yeah, man. It was it kind of just worked out there at the end. I was able to just kind of hold the lead up front, block the bottom and the top, hold them back there, and then when I saw them spin out, I knew I just had to coast it to the finish.
And how cool was it? I mean, you got to be in the side-by-side battle for the win the first half, and then you pick up the win here in the 2nd race in front of these great people here in Chicago, and of course the people watching back home. I mean, what a neat event this has been. How has it been for you to be a part of it?
It's been awesome, man. That first race was a lot of fun. Second one was a lot of fun. Everybody was racing really clean.
Yeah.
And the expo itself, man, as you can see, is just incredible. What a cool thing to have here near Chicago. And yeah, just happy to be a part of it.
All right, well, there you have it. Our winner of the 2nd race of the Elite Racing League exhibition here, former Elite Cup Series champion Justin Wadsworth, picking up the win.
So that was a really exciting finish, really exciting couple of races for us tonight, Zach. I mean, as we close this broadcast off and throw it to the next group, any final thoughts for us tonight?
First off, I know I keep saying it, but how cool it is that we were able to take part in this. Thank you to everyone with the Sim Gaming Expo for allowing the Elite Racing League to be involved in this event. We've had a lot of fun with it. I think we put on 2 really exciting shows. Dave Huckleberry, producer normally for us on Wednesdays here. Yeah, absolutely. If you can make it to the area, be sure to come by. If not, keep watching right here on Twitch.
Quick shifts.
And if you are able to make it to the area, please, Ray Bracey, crashing the party